to hear your full thoughts on Barack Obama, his election, the way what his role has been in society. And the reason this relates to Simone Biles is because you and others were recalling that he was the one who called the NBA players when they were on strike, when they weren't following the pre-approved script. They were on strike in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter protesters. And Barack Obama, who barely ever deigns to get his hands dirty in anything, got right on the phone to get them back on the court. Talk a little bit about that and then the way that he was rewarded. But I want to know a little bit more broadly, how you view the former president and what the ways in which he has used his power.
Yeah, I think the former president is very dangerous to anybody who cares about the progressive left. He's young enough and vain enough. I don't think people understand his narcissism. He will screw up tens of millions of people so that he doesn't look bad. Because you have to understand that he spent 8 years telling people that none of this stuff is possible. So if people start talking about Medicare for all, people start talking about a federal job guarantee, people start talking about legal care for all, people start talking about anything like a UBI, any of these things, if any of it actually gets talked about in public as serious, it makes him look like a do-nothing fraud who took the safe way. And he was a do-nothing fraud. I mean, Barack Obama's biggest political talent is getting Barack Obama elected. He wasn't good for the Democrats. We lost, I want to say 1,000 state legislative seats.
1,000 state legislative seats. We had more Republicans controlled more legislatures and had the trifecta in more states, lost the House, lost the Senate, and then ultimately hand the presidency to Donald J. Trump. So there you go.
So what that means is he confused so many people about what it means to be a Democrat that we lost 13 governor's mansions. So those are the wages of vacuous politics. He confused so many people about what it means to govern that you get Trump. And that's what you have, a confused nation going to the electorate. You have someone who's actually offering you something in Trump, a wall or whatever, versus Obama, who just kind of offers you pictures of Obama.
Hey, Irami, what do you think? I'm interested in your answer to this. To some extent, don't you think all politicians who get to that level where they're that successful and they win the presidency, when I think of Obama, when I think of Trump, when I think of Bush, all of them seem to be better at the skill of campaigning and branding and marketing than they were at any sort of governing. So do you think that that's just part and parcel of somebody who wins the presidency? It's like their only talent almost has to be that they're just really persuasive in front of large groups of people?
I mean, so there's this part in Plato's Republic where he talks about the person who kind of on the ship, you're on a ship, you're set at sail, the person who kind of gets to the helm isn't necessarily the person you want to be the captain of the ship. Because the person who you want to be the captain of the ship is concerned with the stars and the wind and where we should go and all of that. And the person who's trying to get to the helm is worried about how to get to the helm.
Right. Yeah. That's right.
So there are two different skill sets at play. But I do think you can win by clarifying the fight. I do think you can win. And I think Bernie kind of did this, right? He actually became popular by clarifying what the fight is. And not just by making it about him. And that was his whole thing, not me, us. And Barack's whole thing was me.